What's good, G? How's your day been?
Been good, bro. Been killer. I just finished a 10K, so back now. Legs are a bit cooked, but get through it.
We'll go for 20 tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, easy, bro. Well, I want to jump straight into it. I know you. I've worked closely with you for a minute now. We've seen a lot of wins, bro. A lot of struggles as well, but we've gotten through it together. You've earned some
Mm,
comms. About to leave your job. I won't get too much into it, but yeah, just kind of introduce yourself, bro. Like your name, where you're from, your
mm.
background, what life looked like, I guess, before you started as well.
Yeah, bro. So, name's Mitchell. I live on like the central coast of Queensland, so in a small little beach town called Tannum. Mint little spot. Got heaps of industry here. Lived here my whole life. Apprentice electrician at
Hmm.
a smelter, so working pretty long days, weekend work, night shift, that sort of stuff. So yeah,
Hmm. How long you been in that job for?
3 years. So like I'm still an apprentice. So third year, Sparky.
Hmm. And so you're like just around the corner from like finishing the entire apprenticeship?
Yeah, got like 12 months, I'd say. Be all over in the next 12 months.
Okay, easy, easy shit. Well, you highlighted some key points, bro, like hours, night shift work. How how have you actually like been finding it over the past 3 years?
Um, Honestly, like when I started, bro, like I loved the job. Like I thought it was a pretty mint gig.
Yeah.
Like it was real competitive. It was tough to get into. So like getting it, like there was hundreds of applicants. So getting the job, I thought was sick. Everyone sold it to me as like a do fuck all work, get paid bulk money, like it's going to be mint. Then about 6 months in, I'm like, wow, it's bullshit. Like I'm not getting paid this mint money. I'm not like, yeah, I'm not a millionaire. I'm working my ass off. I'm wearing a respirator. Like just gross dirt work, bro.
Hmm. Wait. When you say gross work, what does that kind of look like?
Well, the stuff that we work with, man, it's pretty like being in a smelter, being in industry, it's pretty hectic stuff.
Hmm.
So got to wear a respirator, got to wear like full PPE suits. Can't really touch it with bare hands. Like got to wear special gloves to some of the gear. Like it's pretty. It's like carcinogenic in that, so like leads to cancers pretty easily in that.
Hmm. Jesus. Okay. And was that like one of the main factors as to why you didn't kind of see yourself staying there long term, or was there like multiple things? Like, what was kind of happening in the situation, bro, that was driving you to actually even want to make a change?
Honestly, bro, I did 6 weeks in Europe,
Mm,
and it was like the best 6 weeks of my life. Like absolutely no concerns in the world because I knew that I didn't have to worry about, calling in sick to a boss because I already had my annual leave in. The day I got back, flew back from my visa, I was so sick, but I had no sick days because I burned them all. Had no
mm,
annual leave because I burned it all, and I was about to work a 12-hour Saturday shift. So
mm,
I'm like, there's got to be a way to like not be doing this, and there's got to be a way to get back to Europe without your big 12-hour days. And, there's got to be a way to get back without running out of all your annual leave and getting it approved and dodging TAFE dates. Like, there was so much that went into actually getting to Europe. And I had to literally sacrifice, like, not being able to spend Christmas with my family because I wasted all my annual leave in Euro summer. So I wasn't
mm.
going to be able to spend Christmas and my birthday with my family because annual leave was gone. I would have had to show up to work.
Okay. Okay. It's similar to like FIFO work, bro. Like
Mm.
that's what it sounds like, how people go out there, they have to sacrifice their Christmases, and you hear it from a lot of people like, fucking hell. Did that kind of take like a toll on you, bro? Like not being able to be there for Christmas because of that?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tough, especially like for me, like I'm really family orientated.
Mm,
Like, grandparents are local, aunties and uncles are local, cousins are local. So, Christmas for us, it's like you always get together.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's got it off. Like mum's a teacher, so she's got it off. Dad takes time off.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
brother's a teacher, so everyone has it off, and then it's like me.
Gotcha.
I'm going to work, bro.
Mm. So you just got that little taste of freedom, like what the world actually looks like, getting all those experiences out there, having the time of your life. But then as soon as we came back,
Mm,
can't do it anymore.
nah,
Don't really have
not
a pathway to get back to there unless you saved up an entire year. Am I kind of like going down the right track?
100%. Like, I literally went into like proper debt, like mum debt, bro. I had to borrow money off mum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Annual leave debt. Like, I got back, I was in the negatives for annual leave, no sick days left. Like, it was just not possible to do another Euro summer like that for the next year or two.
Mm, okay. And even if you feel like, yeah, Jesus, even if you jumped into a different job, bro, maybe higher paying one, do you feel like there was not really like any way for you to build that lifestyle that you really wanted to live?
Not unless it had unlimited annual leave and unlimited sick days, which I don't know any jobs that do. If there's a job with unlimited annual leave where you can work from anywhere, might sign on the dotted line, but I've never heard of one, eh?
Yeah, okay, so just to summarize it though, would you say the driving factor wasn't just like the hours, the on night shifts, any of that, bro? It was more like that feeling internally that I could be living my life the way that I really want to, but I simply can't. Would I be right in saying that?
100%, like 100%.
Okay. 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 And how long after you got back from that trip, bro? Like, how long did it take for you to actually, I guess, come up with the decision to make a change, bro?
I think that I knew that I had to make a change while I was over there. I'm like, this is too good,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to miss out on. And then, come back and pretty much like within the first second or third day, I'm like, bro, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing nothing? There's got to be more to life than this. Like, and I'm like, it's all my fault that I'm sort of in this situation.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just like, I'm the one that, you know, thought that this was the mint job. I'm the one that applied for it. I'm the one that got it without realizing, I got no money,
Yeah.
no annual leave, no sick days. And it's like, I've just dug myself this hole. And now it's like, it's going to take 12 months worth of working 12-hour night shift, 12-hour weekends to actually get myself back out of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. I know what you mean. Because everyone wants to live a life like, you know, you're currently building right now, but not many people realize they have the ability to put themselves in that position and take them out of where they're at right now. Like, for example, you know what I mean? Let's say I play sports, for example, basketball player. Let's say I'm getting towards the top. It's not fair to say that I can't just like give up that and go to something else, right? If I really want to build a life, a different life to what I'm used to. Would you agree with that?
100%. 100%.
Hmm, exactly, bro. So for you, like coming to that realization, what did that look like, bro? When you made a change, like how did you come across ABC? Just like the whole journey, bro. What did that look like?
Yeah, so like, I was watching some content for a while. I was watching Fletch.
Yeah,
He was living this lifestyle, bro. Like, and it was the lifestyle that I wanted. It was that freedom, not having a boss, sort
yeah,
of just working for yourself and, being able to replace the income. And like, I didn't really believe it
yeah.
because I was like, bro, like, there's no way that this degenerate is just absolutely killing it. So I'm like, shot him a message. He was, super responsive, nice as fuck. And he's like, bro, like, what I'll do, I'll get you on a call. Hopped on a call with one of the boys, and he's literally like, well, there's not really much he can do. There's not really much Fletch can do. It comes back to me. I'm the one that makes the decision. Like, you write your own story, sort of thing. And that's always stuck with me. Like, you write your own story. I can't make you change. You can't make me change. But anyone can make themselves change.
Exactly. There's another saying, it's like you are the author of everything you've become. Exactly. Exactly. So are you saying when you started seeing all these videos, when you jumped on a call, what did that process look like? Were you just like straight into it? Like, oh, I'm gonna do this, no looking back, or was it kind of a few things holding you back? Or
I was really skeptical of like this whole online money thing. Like, does it really work? Can it really work? And honestly, like, I didn't really believe in it. Like, I just, because I've grown up in a family who have been like, online money's not a thing. None of my mates have really ever seen results through it. So I'm like, it can't really be real.
do you feel like that kind of ties back to what you said at the start of our call when you were like, oh, I'm just going to get a trade because, everyone else went into the trade, everyone
Mm,
else told me to do this job, get more money. Was it just the people around you have never done it before, so you were like, nah, I can't do this myself.
100%, bro. Like, I thought success was like, work real hard, buy a house, work till you're 50, have a missus, two kids, drive a Range Rover. I thought that was like a good lifestyle.
Mm.
And it wasn't until I tapped into like a community, of people like Fletch and others, like myself, who are building their own brand, like building their personal brand, traveling the world, seeing stuff, Wasn't until I actually surrounded myself with people like that who are like, no, there's more to life than just working a 60-hour week in the fucking hot sun, not enjoying a bar of it, and then, getting 2 weeks off over Christmas and, maybe getting a few boys' trips in a year. Like, it's not life, bro.
Like 100% I agree. You are who you surround yourself with. I can see myself why, having that environment changed everything for you. But how did you kind of overcome that though, bro? Like that, because what it sounds like, bro, is like fear of judgment. That's one.
Mm.
How did you overcome that, bro? Because I'm sure so many people out there, when it comes to trying anything new, bro, starting a business, doing your hobby in front of people for the first time, like there's always going to be that fear of judgment, bro. How did you overcome that?
I think it was just like if you look around and see where people are in life, and if that's where you want to be, do that, bro. Like if your mates, working a 60-hour week, going to the pub, getting blind on a Friday night, going back to work Monday, and you think that that's a good lifestyle for you, do it. But if you don't think it's a good lifestyle for you, you don't want to do that for the next 50 years, then don't do it. Write your own book somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But the people nowadays, they keep writing the same page for their entire lives. They keep writing the same page their entire lives, bro. And they don't make a change because of the people around them. They follow the routes. But this all ties back into what you said. It's like it just completely comes up to you. No one controls the trajectory of your story.
Mm.
It's literally up to you. You said, you wanted to get out of your situation, but you put yourself there as well. We can tie this into the gym, for example. You know what I mean? There's a lot of overweight people out there, people who are ripped. They go to the same gym, same time that they've been there. But why do you feel like some of them excel further than other people, Mitchell?
Well, I think it goes back, bro, to a conversation we've had. Um, the people around you, if they're not pushing you, they're actually holding you back.
Mm.
Like, I went for a run today, and one of my mates was like, "Bro, you look pretty like lean at the moment." And that attitude in my head, that makes me go, "Sick, bro. I look lean. I can just keep doing this, keep traveling along this line. Nothing will change." But then it's not till I talk to someone like you who says, "Well, you're looking good, but are you 1% better? Are you going to be 1% better tomorrow and the next day and the
Absolutely.
next day?" So it's like, it's
Account-
all good to have people that want to comfort you in a lie. But as far as, actually being 1% better every day and actually developing yourself, it's pretty pointless to surround yourself around people like that.
Mm. Yeah, people who tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This kind of reminds me of, how in like Instagram sections of girls posts,
Yeah, right.
and they all just say, "Oh, you're so pretty." Most of the time, actually, now I'll keep it PG. They're kind of clapped, but they're just being there,
Yeah.
telling them what they want to hear, right? That's going to bring their ego up, but probably not in the way where you have the looks to actually back it up. Having the right people is the most beneficial thing when it comes to changing your life, bro. I know what you mean. Let's talk about that then, man. when you got the right people, the right environment, you made a change, you invested into yourself. What did that whole journey look like for you, bro? Like with ABC, did you start off as like a closer, appointment setter?
Hmm.
What did that
Yeah, it was a really quick journey, to be honest. Like I spent about 3 weeks just grinding, like learning everything, grinding. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't up till midnight, getting in some modules, writing down some notes. And then about 3 weeks in, I got a rollers and SDR caller. Started replying. I was good. I made about $600 in my first day. And I honestly went, like, bro, it's time to leave my job. This is going to be amazing. Like, everything's come true. And then 3 or 4 weeks went by. I didn't make a single dollar. Like, literally didn't make a dollar. Thought, fuck it. Everyone was right. Family was right. Friends were right. This is like a fucking scam. Blah, blah. I'm getting absolutely nowhere.
Hmm.
And I let the outside noise get in, and I believed it. I'm like, bro, I am going nowhere. And then it wasn't until I hopped on a couple more one-on-one calls with people like yourself who are like, well, are you going to let the outside noise get in, or are you going to, take action again, get involved and actually have a go? And then that's when it all come back to me, like day one, the mindset shift again. And then I had that mindset shift, and then I made another like $600. 2 days later, made another 2.5 grand. About 3 days later, I think made another 1,200. It's just, it all turned around when that attitude, yeah, literally, bro, just all happened at once. And all it was the noise I was listening to. If I listened to the outside noise that said it's bullshit, I would have just kept, going at a slow speed, not really applying myself, not really challenging myself. And I wouldn't have seen any of those results. But then I, surrounded myself with, the better people who are like, well, do you want to let the outside noise win, or do you want to actually, you know, have a bit of a go, challenge yourself, be better? And yeah, results speak for themselves, I think.
Mm. And that's the best piece of advice I'd give to anyone who's like going through fear of judgment. Don't worry about anything, the outside noise, especially if they don't even know what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I was to go to my parents and ask for advice on this, what sense would that make? Wouldn't make any sense. A lot of people want to speak their voices, bro, neglect their insecurity out to you because you're doing something different. You're actually going for something that they never had the balls to try themselves. You know what I
Mm.
mean? There's this one saying though, it's like the opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them have any knowledge about that certain topic.
That's it.
They don't know. They're just outside voices. And this is what it comes down to, bro. As soon as you have that one mindset shift, that one change, you're away, but it's a battle. I'm assuming this is something we've gone through for like years, but just like internally, like the fear of judgment.
Mm. Oh, 100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah. But as soon as you like switch that, bro, like once and for all, you can see everything changed. Confidence, more personal development, more money came as the byproduct. This is something, me as well. Like procrastination, that was the biggest thing, bro, for me.
Mm.
Like you had that judgment, I had my procrastination. I would always tell myself like I'm gonna do something the next day. I'm gonna do something next week. But tomorrow doesn't even exist yet. A week from now, that doesn't even exist yet. You know what I mean? So it's just like lies to yourself, trying to find trying to just feed into the bullshit when it just comes down to you.
No, 100%.
You've racked up money, bro. You've had a good shift like in your income, but what about the main thing, bro, which is like the mindset, like how you've changed, I guess, mindset wise, bro, like habits, discipline.
Mm.
What did that kind of look like internally?
Well, the first 4 weeks, no, the first 5 weeks in the academy were pretty wild. I went from drinking every weekend,
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a week, to going like 5 weeks without a single beer. I could not believe it. I'm like, this is wild. I got back into running, which was something that like I haven't done since last summer. Completely just forgot it existed, didn't even have running shoes. Fell back in love with that, like started going for runs again. Like ate the cleanest I've ever eaten. So like built a proper routine, consistent gym sessions, like as far as like personal development actually went, it's honestly skyrocketed. Like I was probably after Europe, man, I was at my lowest because I gained weight. I every pasta and pizza in the world. Like not saying that it was bad, but what I'm saying is when I come back, like I had no motivation to get back into the gym. I had no motivation to get back into running. I had no motivation to eat clean because I was in such a comfortable lifestyle. And it wasn't until I flipped that
Yeah,
and made, got comfortable with being uncomfortable and I changed it all.
nice, bro. Because that's what I always focus on. Like, do you feel like, bro, if we just invested in yourself, made that change without focusing on your personal development, that we would have been able to get here as fast as you did?
Nah, definitely not. Like I see it with other people all the time. Like they think that results are just a byproduct of effort, with learning, but that's not true at all. I think results are a byproduct of like where you are mentally, where you are physically, and learning just comes off the back of that.
Exactly. Let's talk about that then. So learning, I know you started off, bro. You were just grinding
Mm.
day in, day out, fucking late night sleeps, bro. I remember the grind. SDRing hard, like putting in as much work, but now you're just around the corner. I don't want to kind of spoil it. What's the big news that we've got coming, bro, over like the next few days?
Well, now that we've sort of hit 5, 6 grand in a month, that's like my income replaced. So once we replace that income, I'm going to be full time online. Like we're not going to be working.
Just around the corner, bro. Does it feel good? What does it feel like?
Oh, it's like it's honestly like it's hard to like believe. Like it's hard to fathom
Yeah,
because I've been here for 10 weeks. Well, if you told me 10 weeks ago, like you'd change your life this much, you'd change your income this much, you'd change your goals this much, I'd honestly be like, bro, you're lying to me. You're filling me with all this hope, and now that I've like actually lived in the moment and experienced it all, it's like, fuck, like, is this actually like what's possible?
yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. I remember the day I quit, I didn't quite believe it. You
Mm.
can't put it into words.
No, you can't. You just can't. Like, it's so hard to.
Mm. It's like trying to describe what a color looks like, bro. It's pretty hard.
Yeah,
With that one on the spot. But
yeah, bro.
easy. So for you though, bro, it's been a journey. I might do another one with you in like 3 months from now.
Yeah,
And that's an idea I just came up with on the spot as well. Just see what the progress is like, more proof of concept. But if you had one piece of advice, bro, to the people out there that want to make a change, but they're kind of just on the fence, holding themselves back, what would be the best piece of advice that you could give to them?
it's exactly what I said earlier that I got told, and it was you write your own story, you write your own book. If you want your mates to write your book for you,
Mm,
you're not going to live for yourself. If you love your job, if you love your 9 to 5, and you like 4 weeks a year off, you think that's fair enough, and you like being, working for your boss, stay there, bro. Write your own story and stay there. But if you think that there's a little bit more for you, you think that you can actually change, you actually want to change, write your own story and change, bro. Like no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to write your story. You got to write your own.
mm. That's bars, bro. And I feel like we can tie this into the thing that was holding me back before, which was like procrastination. You can
Mm.
write your own story, you can write your pages, and no one controls it for you. But what matters the most is like when you do it. Do it now because tomorrow doesn't exist, a week doesn't exist. That's what most people don't realize. They push it off. Oh, I'm just gonna not listen to my friends again like a week from now, but that time never comes.
No, exactly.
Shooting now and then aiming later.